I want to talk about parents in this car talk, and my responsibility when it comes to taking care of them. And I don't mean taking care of them as in, okay, I'm gonna buy her or my parents a house and they're never gonna have to work a day in their life again. That's the goal, don't get me wrong. That is the goal for any human with a logical working brain, assuming you have one of those. But I'm talking about taking care of them as in day by day, doing something that helps them, right? That alleviates them of the pressures of being a parent, you know? A parent that has to work every day to support their family, you know? So, what I'm talking about is if your parents tell you to get your lazy bum up on a Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, to go and do whatever, right? You better get your lazy bum up and do it without maybe you'll have a bummy attitude at first, but you better not let it show. Or you should work on that, right? Maybe you will show because we can't just fake something, right? I'm not good at faking my attitude. If I have a bum attitude because I had to wake up early to do something I don't want to do, it's gonna show. But I'm not gonna let it linger too much, right? I'm not gonna talk back. I'm not gonna snap at him. I'm just gonna do what I have to do. Simple as that, because they're your parents. And you better believe when you were a baby and you were crying at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 a.m. because you had piss and poop in your diapers, you were crying for somebody to come save you from your own nastiness. You better believe your parents got up without, you know, they got up and they came and assisted you in your time when nobody could help you. So, now that you're all grown up and you know right from wrong and you know what your parents have been through to help you, to make you the person you are today, then you should be able to have a little subconscious thought in the back of your mind telling you, you know what, I should just go ahead and do this. Even though it's not my first instinct, I don't want to do this. I know I don't want to do this, but I have to, right? It's your parents, guys. At the end of the day, that's all you really have. That's all you really have. And if you're fortunate, you have a couple brothers or a couple people you know you can call brothers that you know when shit hits a fan, they're people you can count on. But yeah, watch your circle, guys. Don't let your circle expand too much. And I'm not talking about networking and getting to know people the work in the workplace and the just when you're out, meeting people, your friends know people. Be social. Be someone that always has a smile on their face, right? Somebody that's a joy to be around. That doesn't mean you have to be friends with everyone, guys. Just because you're a decent young man, decent young woman that knows how to interact with people, doesn't mean you have to be buddy with everyone. Keep a close circle, guys. Keep a close circle because it pays. It pays to have a solid crew. Like a man, or I don't know if it was a man, but like somebody said once, I remember it was on a TikTok or something. They're like, oh, it was Joey Diaz, guys. He said, give me two solid motherfuckers and I can fucking conquer Rome. Guys, that's real. That's real. That's real shit right there. All you need is two solid mother effers and you can do a lot of stuff, guys. So just watch people close to you too, because they're the ones that know you the most, know you the best. And a lot of people, their intentions are not what you might think. They might have a thorn in their side just because you're doing something that they might have thought they could have done but never really did it. Or they just don't really like you. But they'll smile in your face and they'll hug you and they'll tell you they love you. But over time, you'll start noticing a couple of things. And if you do start noticing things that you don't like, acknowledge it, think about it. Don't just jump to conclusions. Think about these things and analyze them thoroughly. That way, when you do come up with a decision, either you cut these people off or you still talk to them or whatever, but you know in the back of your head, this is someone I can't trust, you know? And when the moment comes, you won't hesitate to cut that string, you know, cut ties, and you won't feel bad about it. And if they do, if they don't like you after that, well, they never really liked you, so what does it matter? Right? But that's all I had to say, guys. Watch who you call your friends, because you never know. You never know. They might be the one to stab you in the back. But we're here, guys, and let's thrash some back. Should be a good one, guys. If I could find some fucking parking. Holy crap. There's no parking. But yeah. Alright, guys. I know y'all gonna get bored of me repeating the same shit every time I'm here, but it's back day, so a couple lat pull downs, some rows, and that's about it. Doesn't get any more sophisticated than that. Honestly, I don't feel like I need too much, especially not for back. Pull downs for your lats, rows for your upper back trap, and that's about it. That's about it. Let's get it going. I saw on TikTok somewhere, somebody said, if you're doing rows, you're not doing upper back. You're doing lats. That is misinformation, guys, if I've ever heard it. Because if you try these out for yourself and you squeeze real good whenever you contract fully, you will notice the upper muscles of your back will start to get fatigued way before your lats. That's assuming you know how to tell which ones are your lats and which ones your upper back. But guys, don't listen to every TikTok you see on the internet or every reel, because they will mess up your mind. Guys, I've been on TikTok for, I want to say, since I started posting these videos, I've been on TikTok just scrolling more and more and more. Really just trying to learn what people like to see, because whatever shows up on my screen, I'm 90% sure is what shows up on what I want my audience's screen to be, right? It just makes sense. You watch what you like. So more people, you get what I'm trying to say. Either way, my point is, I saw somebody say, oh, these people I see on TikTok, they never sweat. They're not really working out hard. Guys, my gym literally has rows of fans on both sides of the gym, and the AC is running full time. And it gets chilly in here. I don't know about anybody else, but it gets chilly for me. So, stuck a hoodie on today, and I can actually tell I'm sweating under this pump cover. So, I might have to do this more often. Yeah, it'll be a fucking mess having to clean all these hoodies all the time, but it's a good problem to have, you know, break a sweat. It's like doing cardio almost, you know, burning through calories. But let's get this shit going. That was 40 pounds lighter than what we started with. If you noticed, we did 10 reps, 11 reps. That's a couple more than what we were doing with the 200 pounds. That is by design, not because, oh, it just happened to be so. Guys, if you know you're strong first, your muscles are nice and rested, then obviously you can go with a little bit more weight and do maybe not 10, 11 reps, but 7 to 8 good reps, maybe with a couple partials in there towards the end. But as your lift progresses, as you get closer to your finish line, your muscles will start to get weaker. And that's not something bad. It's just the way the body works. So you adjust, you lower the weight, and you squeeze out maybe 2 or 3 more reps. That way, you know, you can do a good amount of reps, which is always what we aim for. So I think we'll do one more, then we'll go back to the rows, and that'll be it. Quick. I know I always tell you guys, switch up the attachments, switch up the exercises, just to get some variation in your workouts. But I'm inclined to just stay with that same attachment right there, because I'm getting a super good upper back activation that I don't get with, I want to say, any other attachment here. So if it's clicking that day, guys, no need to go looking for other exercises that will maybe hit your upper back, your desired muscle group, or maybe won't. You're already warmed up. You're already in the flow right here. Keep it going. And yeah, that's the main focus. That's the main focus whenever you're hitting any muscle group. But I think we go down in weights. 140 should feel good for a finisher. For 2 finishers. Well, I don't know. One 100%. Maybe not 2. That's it, guys. That's it. I think we'll be coming back later tonight and doing either abs or something else and cardio, because we need to do our secondary muscle groups, right? Abs, forearms, calves, shoulders. At least if you're on a split like mine, you know, arms, chest, back, legs. Other muscle groups really don't get much attention. So you gotta hit them, guys. Even if it means staying another 40 minutes, another half an hour after your main lift is done and doing it, or coming back later that night or later in that day, or doing it before your main lift. I really don't recommend doing it before your main lift, just because I like coming in fresh after a full day of, maybe not a full day, but a full, you know, you eat, you sleep, you go lift again. That's the cycle. So after one of those cycles, I like to just come straight to my main lift. And then at night, or after I'm done with that, I can come back at another time and do my secondary muscle groups, cardio, all that good stuff. I find like that's a good balance for me. But let's get out of here, guys.